B7.
He was there. He was told not to stand. He never contested. We have, because there's been this narrative that the media has deliberately manipulated to make people believe that Gary took a position because he was rejected for voting against Bill 7. But what about Kasauta, who never voted for Bill 7? UPND adopted him. What about Romeo Kangombe, who never voted for Bill 7 and is a UPND candidate? Then we can extinguish the fears that the reason Gary is going through what he's going through has nothing to do with Bill 7, but it has everything to do with how perhaps insincere he has been in the manner in which he has been conducting his political affairs. But that can only be better understood by the party. So the party has not been complaining until Gary started on his own. I'm sure, I want you to understand. It is not even the president that started talking about Gary. Gary himself started talking about the president. He would go get videos. He would talk about how he's being considered in the party, how he has been mistreated, the contributions he has made to the party, where he has come from with the party.
Honorable Gary Nkombo, in all sincerity, I've never heard Honorable Gary Nkombo attack the even now when we got a comment from him, he's been very calm.
No, maybe you don't understand.
Calm in how he responds.
You were just asking me what
to some of the questions.
Before the program, because you don't understand Tonga. Because he has been using Tonga. So you were asking me a question in the background, what that Tonga meant. So I will excuse you. But the point is simple. We are in politics. And the message to the people of Mazaboka is to show them that we have this candidate in the name of Lilanda. Because the party position is what President Techech takes. President Techech is not taking his position. He's taking the party position.
Are you doing politics here when you say that Gary Nkombo is working with Munduwiri? Or perhaps you've got intelligence information to this effect?
No, I said the president has intelligence information. You get the point? On the other side, the party has got its... It's like the way you live here at Diamond. You know the competences of everyone. And you know them better than me who is visiting as a guest. You know who is likely to run away from work and desert when you're not there. You know who is likely to do the stories quickly at short notice and it will run in the news.
There's two items that we need to talk about.
So now,
tonight.
Having said that, Andrew, just hold on a bit. Having said that, Andrew, UPND understands its members better.
Yeah.
UPND will understand even the weaknesses and the strength of Mark. And that's why they would give him a particular position that you will agree with them that I think this one fits him. Let him go and talk. Okay? So, President Techech is not presenting his position in Mazaboka. He's presenting the position of the party.
The party.
He's a member of the party.
In my intro, Media Director Mark Simuuwe, I mentioned that President Hakainde Hichilema has repeatedly warned Zambians against voting for the former ruling party, which is a patriotic front, well, which arguably you are in an alliance with, and it's rebranded political alliances. And he says that we lived in an era of economic mismanagement, political violence, lawlessness, and cadreism. In the eyes of the UPND, what kind of past are we coming from? Let's compare.
The past. Thank you. That's a very good question. Let me start with one sector. And these two are in the name of the party, United Party for National Development. That there can be no development if there is no unity. And to run a country that, allows for people with different ethnic backgrounds to live in diversity and appreciating the manner in which God does without a choice. When you look at where we are coming from, number one, let me take the local government as a sector. What did we find? We find that council workers were in 7 to 15 months in arrears. So then we spinned the message. What should be the message? Vote for HH and the UPND. We will ensure that you are paid on time and cleared all your outstanding arrears. How many were they? There were about 34,000 council workers. Within this particular area, we realized that because there were no legal counsel in most of the councils, therefore, there were a lot of land disputes, I'm sure you remember them, where the council would give one plot to 10 people. So many litigation cases. An initiative was made that we shall run the local government better. The moment we assumed leadership, we advertised. It was in the government gazette or newspaper, say, so that people could apply, those who had the required qualifications. And today, as we speak, we have councils controlled by different legal counsel across the country. And many litigation cases have in a way reduced. And this is what we wanted to do. Further, we realized that as a result of not having the legal counsel, we have a situation where, in many cases, people do not comply with the procedure of land acquisition and even administration of bus stations and bus stops. We ended up having a situation where council workers were completely removed from bus stations and bus stops. They could not collect any levy. When a decision was made by the state through the Local Government Commission that moving forward we want to recruit levy collectors, I'm sure you remember, they advertised again. Levy collectors who are qualified were put in place to better improve the revenue collection. Those levy collectors have actually been capacitated in terms of a monthly income. It's job creation. The lawyers that have been employed, that's job creation. Then we said, we promised in our campaign that we are going to increase CDA from 1.6 million to $1 million.
Why was 1.6 million bad?
Why it was bad? Clearly, if where you are staying yourself, you are paying 3,500 rentals, then we start paying you to PIN. You will not stay where you are staying. You will not even afford to feed your family. It is a well-known fact that just one grader may cost more than 1.6 million. So if we had an agenda to improve the whole country by constituency, we needed to devolve the funds from the central government, where mostly the money was abused, and take it to the people of Zambia to decide what priority projects they would want to have in a constituency. We had to amend the CDF Act in order to allow for this new dawn of reasoning. Today, as we speak, we have exceeded 1 million. We are close to $2 million. How has it helped us? We have reached a stage where you go to Kasama, they have these earth-moving machines, grader. They have tippers. They are able to do feeder roads. They have got these, front hand loaders? They are able to pick. You find they have excavators. They are able to do roads. They are able to. You go to Mpulungu, it is the same. Mpulungu's terrain is very complicated. You've been there. They have a grader. I remember one time, the then area MP told me that, Mark, can you imagine that part of our plan, we have earmarked a constituency road, which has a stretch of about 2,000 kilometers. I said, what? You mean from Lusaka to Dazamat? Yes. The area is vast, of course, it has been delimited, meaning they will have more money.
So help my viewers understand, just on delimitation there, because I think some of the sentiments that have come from the opposition is that with the 1.6 million kwacha, they were able to do much that the 40 million kwacha, that which is the $2 million that you've introduced, has not done. Part of the argument, correct me if I'm wrong, is that at the time the CDF was at 1.6 million kwacha. It was a responsibility of the central government